All right, folks. This is it. It is strap yourself in. So we're going to have a beautiful evening. We have a great show lineup for you this evening. We have some wonderful guests, great music, great conversation, and I'm looking forward to hanging out with our man Lando, Patrice,
Hey,
Dave, Eric. How you guys doing, man?
good, good, good. How are you?
Good, man. Good. So I hope you guys are having a productive week so far on your end. How things going?
Hey,
Ladies first.
almost Friday.
Almost Friday. Almost Friday. So it sounds like you're kind of gearing up for a big weekend. What you got going on, Patrice?
Man, I wish I had stuff going on, but it's gonna be nice, right? It's gonna be sunny, so I just wanna. I actually want to get some yard work done.
From yard work. Okay. What about you? What about you, D?
Nothing, man. I'm just trying to ride the wave, brother. Just hanging out with the fam, and that's it, man. Just trying to stay COVID free, and
Yeah, it's still out there.
it is.
Folks are really traveling. Even in the midst of COVID, a lot of the Caribbean islands are on lockdown, right? So the U.S. Virgin Islands being part of the U.S., we're open, right? And so folks are coming in by the droves from the U.S. mainland into the Virgin Islands. And so we're seeing a lot of activities. Hotels are getting filled up, planes are filled. And so people are really enjoying themselves. They're escaping the cold and coming down to the sunny Virgin Islands. And so I don't know what things are like in Atlanta, but what's going on in Atlanta in terms of with the COVID?
Well, Atlanta is kind of like the best worst place to be.
You can't tell. You can't tell. I mean, I was downtown today, and I mean, the people were hanging out, just outdoor seating, eating, and in the streets. There's lots of traffic, just like any other day. I mean, you see people with masks on. That's the only indication, but it's very crowded. It's still very busy.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is, but clearly, we have with Texas experiencing what they're experiencing with the crazy, bizarre weather that they had just recently. Is that like the first time? I mean, I've never heard that before.
In Texas?
Yeah.
Texas. So I lived in Texas years ago. Texas gets certain parts of Texas will actually get relatively cold, like up in northern Texas, up in the other parts. But down in Houston, when I lived in the Houston area, I think the coldest that it ever got was usually maybe around the 20 or 30s, and it didn't last long. And I don't ever recall snow, but that was back in the 80s. But this stuff that they got this last week, yeah, that's uncharacteristic. Especially Galveston. No, you don't get snow like that in Galveston, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last time there was a bizarre snow event was at Atlanta. Was it right? Atlanta got snowed in, or not even. You guys got some flurries, and you guys went into lockdown. I mean, you guys had total paralysis.
No.
What's that about, man?
No. You talking about the snowpocalypse that we actually had? No. Where it was severe snow. It was inches of snow. I mean, we made snowmans. And people were stranded on the highway for well over 24 hours. So, no, we had our share of that stuff. We don't want that. Keep it.
Well, Atlanta's just not equipped for inclement weather. You know what I mean? It doesn't happen often enough. I'm from St. Louis, so we all, we got salt and road treatments and all that kind of stuff. Atlanta is just like, yo, it better be gone in the morning because I don't know what to tell you if it ain't.
Yeah, it's when you're not used to it, right? It just creates a real problem for those states that are just not used to the snow. Us New Yorkers, when we get snow, we're like, forget about it. It was like we just start laughing because we can handle it. You know what I mean?
Oh, here we go, us New Yorkers.
Where are you at right now? Yeah, it's cool. In New York, I've been there, but that snow in New York, it gets real dirty. You know what I mean? It gets real dirty.
See, you're taking pop shots now. We're talking about dirty snow. I mean, we're talking about dirty snow here. We're talking about the white flurry stuff, the white fluffy flurry snow.
No, it don't last long in New York, white and fluffy, and no, you know that. You know that.
Not in the city.
So Patrice, last week you had the privilege of covering the Black American Music Association and their partnership with the Georgia Entertainment Bureau and BMI on the announcement of the Walk of Fame event and the nominees coming up in June. What was that like?
It was a really good event. I mean, they held it at the Gathering Spot, which, is partly owned by T.K. Peterson of the Virgin Islands. So it was good to be at that spot, knowing one of our fellow VI people, is his spot. And they did a good job. I mean, the music, the food, the drinks, they had it flowing. And we had Ludacris was there, Stilo, a few other people. And I got a chance to talk with the founders of BAMA, Black American Music Association, as well as city officials who have partnered with them to create the Walk of Fame event. So they're going to have, similar to the Hollywood Walk of Fame, they're going to have the Black American Music Walk of Fame, but instead of a star, it's going to be a crown, because we're honoring our kings and queens of soul, pop, jazz, blues, everything. So it was a great event. We got some footage. I shared some footage with you. So
yeah, so that was great. Let's cue up what some of the footage you got to kind of give people a sense of what took place in the background. And you got a chance to interview a couple folks and get their feedback on the event. So let's go straight to that event.
This amazing event where we are going to announce the nominees for the Walk of Fame, not just any Walk of Fame, the Black Music and Entertainment Walk of Fame, is so important because we have to preserve Black history. And that is why we are here today during Black History Month, preserving Black history over and over again. I'm so excited to be here and to be the co-chair of the Georgia Entertainment Caucus, was one of the founding members of this Walk of Fame.
Hi, I'm Catherine Britton, Vice President of BMI. I'm also the co-chair of the Georgia Entertainment Caucus and a board member for BAM. We're here tonight celebrating the nominations for the Black Music Walk of Fame inductees. Atlanta is a Black music mecca. We have been the fiber and so much of the heart of music with James Brown, Otis Redding, so many greats, Ray Charles. Why not Atlanta? And the home of Dr. Martin Luther King. So history was made and will be made tonight. So thank you very much.
Good evening. My name is Demet Guidry. I'm the founder of the Black American Music Association. And tonight we are celebrating the greatest art form on the planet, Black American music. There are over 50 genres, including New Jack Swing and disco and funk, that are part of the Black American music art form. And we're here tonight to celebrate some of our greats and our legends and pay homage to those that are the very bedrock of culture. So tonight at the Black American Music event that we're doing in conjunction with the Georgia Entertainment Caucus, we're launching and announcing the nominees for the Black Music and Entertainment Walk of Fame. And in June 12th, we'll be actually inducting and putting the emblem into the ground here in Atlanta, Georgia. We chose Atlanta, Georgia because it is the mecca of all Black entertainment. So we're happy to work in conjunction with the state as well as the city and Mayor Lance Bottoms to make sure that this much needed monument is erected.
Hey there, my name is Michael Malden and I'm the chairman of the Black American Music Association, and I'm a partner with the Black Music and Entertainment Walk of Fame, the executive that is. And reaching out, letting all my brothers and sisters down the Caribbean know what we're doing here in the city of Atlanta. We were here tonight where we have basically introduced to the world the Black Music and Entertainment Walk of Fame, and that is where we will be laying down, similar to like the Hollywood Walk of Fame, except we're doing ours with a crown, where we will honor kings and queens of black music and entertainment, and really give our legacy a chance to be seen and be heard, as well as educate our next generation. And when you come to Atlanta, because I know you're coming, please come and check us out. Again, it's not an Atlanta or a Georgia thing. It just happens to be here in Atlanta, Georgia, but it's international. So we need to come and be a part of it as well.
That was a great event. I got to tell you, I'm sorry that I was not there to be part of it. I would have loved to be part of it. And I did tell Derek. I told Derek to tell Lando to show up and meet you there, but I'm not sure what happened. It just never happened.
His Lamborghini broke down, man. He got that Lamborghini, that 76 pacer. He can't go no place without needing to jump. Every time he goes someplace, leave a jump.
I come give you a ride though, but did you know that was Michael Molding? He's Jermaine Dupri's dad. He's a music legend, and he just gave like a tremendous shout out to our Caribbean community. So we love him for thinking about us and shouting us out that way and encouraging. I mean, this is not just an Atlanta event, is what he's saying. It's an international event because all the genres of music have crossed and been influenced by each other, because we know some of the founding fathers of hip hop was from the Caribbean, and a lot of some of the reggae music as well was influenced by some jazz and some blues. So yeah, we're all connected and all related in this journey of music.
Yeah, no, that was great. I'm excited about our partnership with the Black American Music Association. To be honest with you, we're working on a major project initiative. Not at liberty to disclose what it is right now, but clearly it's some exciting stuff. And to be able to work with the Black American Music Association and Atlanta as a major city, a major hub for film and entertainment, is really the kind of stuff that you can't really, you can't contain yourself, because the kind of potential that's going to come out of just Atlanta and working in Atlanta. I mean, for someone like yourself, Patrice, being a part of the Tyler Perry studio production team, I can see just where Atlanta. I know Hollywood is still the place, but Atlanta is not too far behind in terms of becoming that major entertainment mecca on the East Coast, at least.
So there's tons and tons and tons of productions and studios popping up. We know about some of the popular ones, but there's lots. I mean, I'm touching every part of the industry, from physical production to computer graphics to animation to virtual reality. Like, we have a lot happening in Atlanta. So LA, look out.
Absolutely.
And the home of the studios and CNN, as we know.
Yeah. Speaking of another partner that we have, our partnership in none other than Tempo Networks themselves. We're really excited about our guest coming up on the program. He is certainly a trailblazer. He just recently got awarded for celebrating 15 years of really making a success out of Tempo Networks. He is the founder, chairman, and CEO of Tempo Networks, none other than Frederick Morton Jr. He is he left his cushiony corporate job, law job, as deputy counsel for MTV to be the founder of Tempo Networks. And so I'm really excited about him being on the program, to be honest with you, because he's a visionary. He's a visionary, and the work that he's doing is incredible. And I want to be able to just open up with the introduction of him by sharing with you the Tempo has a great app, and we encourage you to really download the app, because it's an OTT app, and so therefore all of the programming that you see on Tempo television on cable is on that app. And so what I'd like to do is kind of give you a taste of what the app is like. Or at least the message behind the app, and then we'll bring up Fred Morton, the founder, CEO, chairman of Tempo.
I used to watch BET, MTV, VH1, now I watch Tempo. Soca, Calypso, Reggae Dancehall. Don't stall, better get tuned in to the tempo. Don't have cable, they got an app. Go to your app store, download that. Whether it's tourism, cuisine, or the social scenes, if it ain't Tempo, it's a rap. Who got the Caribbean views? Tempo. It's the latest in Caribbean news. Tempo. You tryna cook Caribbean food? Tempo. You know they got the music videos too. Tempo. Who got the Caribbean views? Tempo. It's the latest in Caribbean news. Tempo. You tryna cook Caribbean food? Tempo. You know they got the music videos too. Tempo.
Hey.
Yo.
So we have none other than himself, the man himself, in person, in studio with us, Mr. Frederick. They call him Mr. Tempo, Frederick Morton Jr. He's the founder, chairman, and CEO of Tempo Networks. Frederick, welcome to the program, man.
Man, it's always good to be here among good folks. Thank you, Anthony, for that great introduction.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate that. You know, sometimes when you talk about me, I don't know if it's me. So I appreciate that.
It's like an out-of-body experience for you.
It is you. It is you. I mean, you need to every so often pinch yourself because it is you. You've done great, island boy, hometown boy from the Virgin Islands. You're doing big things, you know what I mean? So we got to applaud you for the work you've done, man. Thank you so much for creating Tempo Networks, because it's a beautiful network. It is telling our story. It's showcasing our people, our music, our culture. Thank you so much for the work that you're doing, man.
Absolutely, and it's a pleasure to be here. You know, you can't help yourself, so the support that you have exhibited for what I've been doing 15 years, I recognize it too as well. As the folks here on the panel, good folks that and the creative it's good to be on this. Thank you.
Absolutely. So we asked you to come by because you're doing some great things in terms of the new app that you've launched, and at least the first phase of the app, because not all most of the programming, but in terms of the live streaming of the itself, that's something that you're phasing into the process. But also, what's really exciting is the programming. You got some tremendous programming, and tonight you're going to share with us a pretty exciting new program that's coming up on Tempo, and we want to hear all about that. Share with us what's new at Tempo, man.
Right. Well, we got a lot of great things coming, as you mentioned. The app is the foundation of us really going global and sort of taking the step, right? So we've been at for the last 50 years, so creating some of most quality edge that are culturally relevant content. Very proud of that. So we have years of amazing that we built, are in the process of creating some really amazing content going forward. And area of content with a lot of stuff on the cutting room floor that needs to be curated as well. So in a big content building exercise that is now ready to take off to a whole as well. The last 15 years building the brand, we had some, by sort of having folks. So we are our 4.5 million viewers are on cable. So we worked with companies over the years to bring the goals. It's been a really good. We had good partnership with there's a whole new world now, though, that allows us to reach our consumer and our audience in a direct way. That is the over platform, right? So everybody knows Netflix, and there's now Amazon Prime, you know, the big guys like they're
Yeah.
over.
Yeah, Frederick, I don't know if you can hear it. You're coming in a little choppy.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if it's on my end, your end, but you're coming a little bit choppy.
Right. Okay, so let me see. Maybe it's
that's better.
that's good. Okay.
We can't see you now, but yeah, you sound good.
But you can hear me. Okay, you know what? I think it might be the internet connection. I better. Hold on.
Well, I have your image. I have your image up while you're making the adjustment. But keep talking, so I have your image there, so
Okay,
people can.
fantastic. Well, you might want to try it again. I just did something that might be helpful. So if you want to bring it back, is that better?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Fantastic. All right. We in the game. So, but hopefully you heard, some of what I said. but we are right now at a crossroads, a really amazing crossroads in terms of springboarding the network to an even bigger level. There is now technology that allows us to get to the consumer, to our audiences, in a much more direct way. So while for the last 15 years we've been on cable and we've amassed like 4.5 million viewers between the Caribbean and North America, there is now an opportunity to reach the world fully with the app. Everyone knows, Netflix, and there's now, like I said, Amazon Prime, and some of the media houses like Disney, et cetera, have launched their over-the-top platforms. And what that means now is that anyone, anywhere in the world can access the temple, right? All you need is a good internet connection, and you download the app on your Android phone or your iPhone or on Roku and Amazon Prime or any one of these different platforms, and you have to. We are in beta mode right now, which means we haven't fully launched the app yet, but it's available. So you can certainly download the app. There's a free period, and you can check out some of the content that's on there. And I will tell you, there's only a fraction of the amount of content that we've already loaded. So while there's a bunch of content there already, that's probably like 10% of the content that's going to be going up by the time we launch in the second quarter of this year. Because there's 15 years of it. And then we are also creating content from the legacy work that we did and new content, which I'm very excited about. And Anthony, you alluded to that. We have a lineup that's going to be just amazing as it's announced. We announced this week that we're launching the Caribbean version of the Hot Ones. That's a big deal, right? So Complex Media. Yeah, there we go. Complex Media, which is one of the big digital media companies, new media, a company that I really truly respect. They have a way that they've been dealing with pop culture that I find really, really interesting. We did a deal with them, working on this deal for the last 6 months. And we finally closed where Tempo now has the franchise for the Hot Ones for the Caribbean. And as you know, that show is extremely popular, a multi-million-dollar prize. In fact, much more than that for Complex. And it's where Sean, who you have up on the screen right now, who is a celebrity in his own right, interviews A-list celebrities. It could be from Kevin Hart. It could be Kevin Hart in comedy, or it could be DJ Khaled or LeBron James in sports, but A-list celebrities. And they are interviewed while they're Shaq, right? Justin Timberlake, and they're interviewed while they're eating hot wings, and the hot wings become hotter as the interviews goes on. So it lends itself for a lot of interesting things to happen, right? So so it's a really amazing format, and then they created their own hot sauce. And that hot sauce line is huge. It's in all the supermarkets in the United States, and I think in some international markets. Brings in millions of dollars for Complex, and they've expanded the brand into sneakers. They have a deal with Reebok with these red sneakers, it's a really good example of what a really creative idea can do, and it brings entertainment, education, all kinds of things at the same time. So I thought it would be great for us. We got great celebrities, we got a lot of stuff to talk about, and so we're gonna do that. So I'm here in Trinidad. I've been here. Actually, March is gonna make a year since I've been in Trinidad. I got locked in back in March for COVID. I mean, I could have left since then, even though the borders are technically closed. I wouldn't be able to come back very easily. But I decided to stay because I was being creatively inspired along the way during this period. And hence the idea with the Hot Ones came along. And it turns out that Trinidad is home, or the Caribbean, and Trinidad specifically, is home to one of the world's hottest peppers, right? In fact, in fact, it was the #1 hottest pepper for many years, and that is the Moruga scorpion pepper. Moruga is so the scorpion pepper don't play, the scorpion, and so it turns out it's not the #1 hottest pepper right now, but the #1 pepper is a derivation or a mutation of the scorpion pepper. So it's amazing. Yeah. And then the top 5, actually, it's even better than that. The top 5 hottest peppers are mutations from the scorpion pepper. So so it's an amazing thing. So we're gonna bring that story out in the first season. We got a 3-year deal. We're gonna 15, episodes per season, 6 seasons, all that kind of stuff. And so we intend to start with local celebrities. And so you're going to see a lot of the local Trinidad celebrities, etc. And then we're going to have the regional celebrities and, of course, international celebrities that have Caribbean background. So you can see where we're going. And it's going to be really, really hot. And then we'll pun intended, but it's going to be hot. And we're going to create our own line of peppers the same way. So they're going to be the Tempo pepper sauce. They're going to fill up the supermarkets all across the region.
Nice.
We already talked to the manufacturing, and we're putting all of that together. So we're not playing, And then
what about the sneakers too? Are you going to do some sneakers?
Oh, why not?
With the Tempo colors,
The Tempo colors and some fiery sneakers come down into the Caribbean, of course. And
yes.
Yeah, so we're gonna follow the format. We have obligations to follow the format as a franchise, and that's what we want to do. But we also have the ability to customize to be culturally relevant, right? So we're gonna use chicken wings for sure as the main sort of food item, but we're going to also include some of our local stuff in it. So there's going to be, I can't give you the exact way we're going to do that, but we know it, and it's going to be fiery as well. But we're going to include, like, say here in Trinidad, it's big Indian culture. Pepper is big, so you have things like pulori and roti and
wait a minute, you starting to pick up the Trini accent, I noticed.
Oh, Lord, no man, my son. What happened to you?
Great Fusion accent.
I love it.
But Frederick, I want to thank you for stopping in, just dropping in and sharing with us, man. I think if you're doing big things, great things, we're happy to be part of the Tempo family, doing our part, to make it as successful as possible to tell our story. Thank you so much for taking the time to come in and share the latest news with us, man.
Absolutely. Well, it's a pleasure. Thank you, Anthony, for the invitation. I'm always here for you because I know you are always here for me. And, guys, thank you so much for allowing me to have this opportunity to talk about this. I feel the energy. Patrice, thank you. I think I need you and I supposed to talk or something like that. We go talk, right?
Let me tell you, I am so looking forward to this show because my family is Trini. So this is the perfect place to launch this type of show. And I can't wait because my dad was a pepper man. Everything has to have pepper. I can't wait. So, could you give us a sneak peek on one of the celebrities we might see? Do we expect to see Marshall?
I mean, listen, you just think about Trinidad and think about the folks that are celebrities here, and you go come up with some people.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, there's a shortage of Caribbean celebrities down here. So
right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I ain't gonna call no name yet because
not yet. Okay.
Well, we look forward. we look forward to having you back on the show, Frederick, to really update us on what's going on. But thank you so much for dropping in, man. I really, really, really appreciate it.
Big up,
all
Derek.
right.
Big up. I'm same way, right?
Okay.
Yes, man.
Perfect.
All right. Coming up next is our showcase featured musical artist, Cruz Rock, and we're going to take a break and we'll play one of his selection music, and we have Cruz Rock coming right up.
Roca. Y'all turn around and boom flick. You're too lit, you're too lit. You can be my new chick, because me and you click. Es una vaina loca cuando tú rebota. Ella me descontrola. Esa muchachota tiene tumbao, tiene tumbao, tiene su tumbao, tiene su tumbao. Esa mami chula que quiere rumba, 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 quiere rumba. She want drink all night, she want smoke. She not think too much, she not joke. She say go hard until you go broke, and then take me home and let's stroke. Tu cuerpo, bebecita, es como dinamita. Tú eres exquisita, esa muchachita tiene tumbao, tiene tumbao, tiene su tumbao, tiene su tumbao. Esa mami chula quiere rumba, 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 quiere rumba. Es una vaina loca cuando tú rebota. Ella me descontrola. Esa muchachota tiene tumbao, tiene tumbao, tiene su tumbao, tiene su tumbao. Esa mami chula quiere rumba, 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 quiere rumba. Tiene tumbao, tiene tumbao, tiene su tumbao, tiene su tumbao. Esa mami chula quiere rumba, 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 quiere rumba. Su tum, su tum, su tum, su tumbao. Roca, DJ Ashani, Jamaica, Jamaica, Puerto Rico, Villa, Trinidad and Tobago, Colombia, Venezuela, Dominican Republic.
That applause. That applause. I
Tumbao, tumbao, tumbao. I love that. That is, listen, man, the minute you sent me that piece, once I heard it, I was in love with it, man. Tumbao, man. That is a sweet project, man. Thank you so much.
I'm still hearing it. I'm still hearing it. I'm still grooving back here, man.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I'm cheering.
So welcome. Well, look at Derek in the background. So Cruz Rock, man, welcome to the Muse this evening. Thank you for taking the time out just to spend some time with us and drop your latest project with us. Tell us a little bit about that selection called Tumbao.
Hey, thank you for having me, man. Yeah, well, Tumbao. I'm talking about this girl that has a style that I really like, and I like her so much that I'm basically letting her do what she wants with me. So, so in English, I'm like, in English, I'm saying, she wants me to spend all my money and go broke, and then say that like take her home afterwards. So I'm like all in love with her. But basically, I came up with Tumbao because we were looking for something to follow up my song with Beanie Man, that's hot right now, that's tearing up the world, and we wanted to do something that was going to make a statement. And when we came up with Tumbao, I was responsible for some of the beat along with DJ Ashani, and he's from Jamaica, and we came up with it. And then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do some Spanish mixed with English and a little bit of dancehall. So that's my follow-up track to my hit that's out right now, Be Mine.
So you are a Latin recording artist, and I know my colleagues they're looking forward to be able to ask you some questions as well. And so you are literally Latin, reggae, and rap and hip hop. I mean, that's some serious crossover. I mean, how do you manage to really do that kind of crossover, man?
Yeah, well, my mom is from Trinidad, so that's first and foremost. My mom is straight from Trinidad, San Fernando, and my dad is Puerto Rican. So I have that mixture where I can dabble into different sides of music, and it's a wonderful thing because I reach a broad market of people.
So we're gonna get some soca pretty soon.
I have a soca. I have a couple soca songs. I have one that's called Trini in My Vein that I did not too long ago, and I have one that's called Sabrosa. And Sabrosa, I'm mixing soca with reggaeton.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
I was gonna say, if you describe your music as reggaeton, or how you most identify your music.
I don't really identify my music. I make what comes to me at this current moment in my career. I'm experiencing a lot of success with my Latin music, and Latin right now in the world is actually the biggest genre right now in the world, and I'm just following suit, man. I'm able to do that, and I thank God that I'm probably gonna have a very long career being able to mix and do different things,
So I think the one of the largest questions the audience is probably going to want to know right now is what's in that glass? Is that Frisian rum? We gotta get to the important stuff.
Yeah.
That's Josh, man. I'm just sipping some red wine, man. I'm trying to stay away from the hard rum,
Okay, I do have a question though. Your name, Cruz Rock. Yeah. Now, hailing from the VI. Now, is your name a combination of St. Croix and Rock City, Cruz Rock, or am I right on that, or is it something different?
Yeah, that's correct. My dad's mom, my grandma, her last name is Cruz, and so it's kind of like it's a mixture of different things, but it first started off as just Cruz, and then added on like Cruz Boy, and then I was just like messing with it, and then I linked up with my first manager. He had this sound system, and the sound system he was from St. Thomas, and the sound system was called T-Rock. And while I was going to school in Ohio, he was like one of the biggest DJs there. And when he first like found out about me and what I was doing, and I started to work with him, he was like, "Yo, you got to change your name to Cruz Rock." I was like, "Damn, that's pretty dope."
It is dope. Thanks for repping St. Thomas.
Right. Yeah, so I was like, okay, I could dig that. And I was like, yeah, man. Everybody started to call me Cruz Rock after that.
How was it? How was it working with Beanie Man?
Right. Are you currently in St. Croix?
I just came back to St. Croix. I got some meetings to do. We're working on a music video down here. So we're gonna do something pretty big on the island. I got some I can't let out the secret, but I got some big things in the making for the Virgin Islands.
Nice.
But yeah, Beanie Man was, man, he was one of the coolest guys you'll ever meet, man. Funny guy. He doesn't like, he said, no, call me funny. What do you mean funny? But he's just right. You know, he's like that kind of guy. Like, you gotta watch everything you say, because he'd be like, nah, pause, hold on.
I could imagine. I can hear him saying that.
Yeah. So like, Mr. Simpson is a really cool guy, man. And he went full. When I dropped the song, I wasn't even expecting him to promote it the way he promoted it. You know, showed up to the video. He didn't even show me, like, he didn't even act like he was Beanie Man. Like, he didn't show up late. He didn't do none of that. He didn't get, like, you know, he was just mad cool. And you know, it was COVID, the time of COVID at the time. You know, well, we're still in COVID, but we shot the video in the midst of COVID. And he came out and he did his thing, man. And it was right after his mom had passed. And he was like, he had a lot of emotions at the same time. And you could tell, like, he was happy to be on set shooting and freeing up his mind. You know, it was a cool thing, because this was the first video that came out after his versus competition. So actually, it was the second video, but after his mom passed, it was the first video to drop. But everyone says it's like, man, that's like the hottest thing that's out right now, is this song with me and Beanie Man, you know, because of the nostalgia of the rhythm, being the buyout rhythm, working with Tony Kelly, and it's a star-powered single.
And you shot the video in Jamaica?
Yeah, we shot the video in Jamaica.
Okay.
Yeah,
nice. Now, we're going to play that video, and before we play that video, I want to kind of showcase. You know, this is the DMX Live Showcase, and we talk about your Latin heritage, and of course your Caribbean West Indian heritage, and of course your your ability to cross over to hip hop rap. And so, give us a little sample before we let you go and feature your Beanie Man project. Why don't you give us a little something? Can you give us something live in terms of?
Yeah, I could give you some dancehall. You want some dancehall?
Anything, man. Yeah.
Like a spider in the darkness, me call a night rider. You have a problem, me fix like MacGyver. Making it at you a quench me saliva.
Yeah.
All right, man. So, Cruz, man, I want to thank you so much, man, for dropping in. And that song, Tumba, I'm looking forward to the video to that song. That's going to be hot. You better have some really great dancers in that video, because that's a dancing video. That's a dancing song right there, you know?
Wait, before you go, there's a young lady in the video. She got a butterfly. Is that a real butterfly or is that like just for the video?
That's some real stuff right there. She's actually from Germany. Yeah, she's like a big dancer from Germany, and they're like living down there, and they're doing the whole dance community thing with the community. But yeah, that's real. That was actually one of the biggest question I get. Before I ask you about Beanie Man, let me ask you about this butterfly.
Yeah, that's about the butterfly. I was like, I wonder if that's real.
Clapping the wings.
Yeah, it's like flapping the wings. That's gonna be the new catchphrase. You need a song called "Flapping the Wings."
He's out of control. Yeah, out of control. Look at Patrice. Look at Patrice. But anyway, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Cruz Rock, for dropping in and hanging out with us for a little bit and allowing us to showcase your music. This particular video is his collaboration with Beanie Man called Be Mine. And after that, coming up next, we have our man Lando, keeping it real. We got a hot topic when we come back with Lando, Cruz Rock, and Be Mine, and Beanie Man.
Dr. Beanie Man alongside Cruz Rock, Master B, let's go.
This is the sound of the world. Hold on, Lord, the Cruz Rock
make your life sweet like right time. You're pretty and curvy like night time. Glow so much anybody look my blind. Still I look your way cause you are my kind. Very seductive girl with the right wine. Got a button for your work with like your fight crime. Me love you more than all, me love right right.
Entonces, baby, dime ya tú sabes. Y loca, pero eso es lo que amo. Lo que amo. Nunca te dejaré sola, porque chica yo te quiero. Yo te quiero. Entonces, baby, dime ya tú sabes. Baby, you're fine. I want you to be mine. Entonces, baby. To be mine, entonces, baby, dime ya tú sabes, baby, you're fine, I want you to be mine, entonces, baby, dime ya tú sabes, baby, you're fine, I want you to be mine. Johnny, Tony Kelly, Andrew.
Dream State killing them.
Lando.
Lando.
Oh, I didn't see y'all. I didn't see y'all. I was working out. I had to get my weights in. I was trying to get it done. What's going on? Hey, Patrice, how you doing, Aloysius?
What's going on, Lando?
Let's keep it real. How you doing,
man? I'm good, man.
You all right?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Now that you're here, I'm good, man. How you doing?
Oh, yeah. You know, Lando in the house.
Give up that cigarette, please.
No. I had too many other vices. This is the only one I can hold on to.
The secret is, I don't think that's a cigarette he's smoking. I think he's selling something else. To be honest, I don't think it's a cigarette.
Aloysius, you're gonna watch your mouth, Aloysius, we're not gonna talk like that.
So listen, man. I've been waiting all week, man, to talk to you about.
How y'all doing? Everybody good?
Yeah, everybody's good, man. Everybody's good. But there's been this big to do about what Lionel Richie's doing. Yeah. Big buzz on social media. You know, he has this young girlfriend, man. He's like 40 years older than his girlfriend. He's 71, she's 31. And we want to hear from you, Lando. Keeping it real, man.
Yeah.
Does it really matter? that he's 71 and she's 31 and they're dating each other?
If the turtle head can still come out the shell, he all right with me. That's all I'm gonna say. If the turtle head can come out the shell, okay, you know I'm going with that. If the turtle,
oh my God,
listen. The God gave men the innate ability to just keep going. He just keep. That's why I was working out. You thought I was working out just for happenstance. Is that a good word? I don't know if that's a good word or not. Y'all thought I was just working out for happenstance. I'm trying to get ready because I'm gonna be 70 pretty soon. You know, and me and Lady Lando, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that.
You make me cry. Oh Lord.
So
hey, now, Aloysius, let me ask you something. You close to 70, right?
No, he did not.
Well, I'm just asking.
Are you talking to me?
I'm asking for a friend.
You trying to set Tony up?
I don't know.
No. I ain't gonna set him up. I don't know no 30-year-olds. I ain't knew no 30-year-olds since I was 15. 18.
So listen. She is hot though. Yeah. She is hot.
Yeah.
I mean, some may say, what's the real motivation behind the two of them dating each other? 71-year-old, 31-year-old. Is she after him for his money? Is she after him for his fame? I mean, she's a good-looking woman, but she's also independent. She's an entrepreneur. So is it really that she's a gold digger, or is she just looking for fame and fortune? I mean, what do you think the motivation is, Orlando?
Listen. It's got to be love. Anybody that could kiss on somebody's neck that look like elbow meat. You know what I'm saying? That's love right there. Have you know Lionel Richie? He old. His face looks soft, but it's got to be hard as porcelain. You know he done had some work done. You know Lionel Richie done had some work done. You know what I'm saying?
Well, not the elbow.
Look just like elbow meat. Next time you look at him, try not to be inconspicuous, but just look at his neck. It look like elbow meat. The worst kind too. But listen. Let me say this, Aloysius. Hold on. Nah, lion is in his name. Okay, he a lion. You know what I'm saying? Lion is in his name. He doing what he's supposed to do.
Wait. You mean fabricating, making
telling
fibs, or you mean the king of the jungle lion? Which one?
The king of the jungle. The king of the jungle.
You still got it. You said you still got it.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
That's
right. So let me ask Patrice, and let me ask you and Orlando this, right? So he's 71. She's still in her 30s, right? She, they say that clock keeps ticking, and 40 is when women are trying to have babies. Now, do you think it makes sense for him at 70 to still be making babies? You think he should even go there?
Man, you made me spit my cigarette out.
Well, you know what? In his case, hey, if they could make a baby, because it's just like, look, he have another legacy to leave behind. You know what I'm saying? He could do it. She could do it. I mean,
no. When you that old, you don't even make babies no more. You make adolescents. Ain't no baby born to nobody that's 71. When he born, he already got a 3rd grade education.
But you say he's a lion, so
yeah. Well, that don't mean that every lion got to be out in the jungle making extra cubs. You know what I'm saying? Just all he had. Listen. If he wanted to prove point, all he had to do was show up with a 31-year-old. That's all he had to do.
Maybe she got a butterfly. Maybe she got a butterfly like the girl in that video.
I know one thing for sure. He got a damn cocoon. But I tell you what.
So Lando, before we go, right? The big question I want to know is how old is Lando? How old is Lando? How old is Lando? And would Lando have a baby right now?
What, man? You gonna watch your mouth now? We on. No, don't look here now. Look here. Lando is in his early 30s, 40s, 50s. Okay, all right. Lando is the right age. And Lando his wife can't even call him baby. Lady Lando can't even call me baby. That don't even happen. We don't do no babies. I ain't got no puppies. I don't nothing. I don't want nothing young. Nothing young. That's gonna no.
I want to know what's going on with your hair, dude. Like you got a curl, you rocking the curls and the locks.
This is Fred's. Okay, it's fro and dreads. Fred's.
Oh, you got a new style.
Yeah. It's gonna be all over. It's gonna be all over St. Croix.
Okay.
St. Croix.
Oh, wait, what do you call it? What do you call it? What do you call it? St. Croix? What?
The Freds.
St. Croix. St. Croix. They call them Freds. Freds. I'm a cross between Bob Marley and Bobby Womack.
Well, listen, guys, it's been real.
Cruz Rock had a mixture going on. You thought Cruz Rock had a mixture.
Oh, geez. Suck it out. But listen, man, Lendo, it's been real, man. It's been real. Patrice, thank you so much. It's been real, guys. Unfortunately, we've come to the end of the show. And until next week, folks, this has been The Muse on Tempo. We'll sign out.
All right, then.